Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to mourn not one, but two serious characters. Plus, we have a very special guest in the house tonight, so stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
How do I say goodbye?
You know, whew, these are trying times. But y'all, we out here talking to ghosts because we got a very special guest in the house tonight. Khalil, aka Painkiller, aka Mr. Jordan Calloway. How are you doing tonight?
I mean, I feel alive right now.
That is good. I am your girl, Drew Jones, and crying to my left is the ever so animated Miss Porchia Carter. Porchia, how are you holding up?
I'm not holding up, actually. But she said it, y'all. I'm Porchia, and I'm not holding up.
We're not okay. Well, we are okay.
Not okay.
We've got Jordan with us, so we're okay.
Right. We're going to have a good time.
But
It's you know what? I'm grateful that it's just a show. I'm grateful that he's here in the flesh right now. I'm grateful that I can touch a muscle or two. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that he's alive and well and breathing. But when I tell you I'm really like so emotionally attached to characters with shows that I love, it was a lot. Like it took 2 blows in one night. It took a lot for me to take my eyes off the screen.
It was the right hook, then the left hook.
Oh my God. And that left hook was double.
It was just
They gave me an uppercut, jab, all types of stuff.
That was a mollywop. That wasn't
knocked
even.
me out.
Y'all are hilarious.
Talking about Creed 1 when he lost. Okay, that was me.
Man.
Come on now. You guys, we have so much to get into tonight. We have our OMBL segment, my Black
gosh.
Lightning, so you guys start thinking of those because there's a lot of moments that Porchia quite literally said OMBL. And then as always, you know our girl Porchia has beef with Gamby, so she's always got to check him. And so we're going to have Gamdar later. Plus, we have a bunch of fan questions for Jordan if he can take the hot seat.
Ooh,
So those are coming up. Be sure to keep bringing those to the chat. So we start this episode off pretty hardcore, you know?
I mean, we pick up right where we left off, right?
Yeah.
I mean, shoot.
How was it, real quick, how was it filming just like face down like that the entire time?
Oh, man. Well, yeah, that was a lot. I mean, Rob Hardy, he was great to work with, so it was wonderful with his direction. And I mean, with the script as well, it was just, you know, being able to dissect something. You have like such a small spot to really use to work with the camera, and then you also got to lay down there and not move. But
deliver your lines in such an excellent way that you did. Like, you really did that.
Thank you.
Like, I felt like you were in pain.
Good.
You read it on your face. It came through your eyes, through the way. Now, the coffin, I was like, nah, he got to stop that. I'm like, I'm over that one. You got to chill. Don't be out. Get the words out. We need to hear your last words. We need to hear what you got to say because we on a mission.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your
keep
chest.
that for next time.
But you did an amazing job.
I appreciate that.
Look,
Thank you.
in my face, look, that's massage position. When your face and the face, you don't want to talk.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
You just want to shut up.
I fell asleep one time when they was.
Y'all was on set forever, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, like that was like the easiest and hardest thing that I ever had to do, to be honest. I mean,
really?
Yeah, I'm just laying down there. It's comfortable.
I was gonna say,
very comfortable.
You can't see any of the actors, right? Like,
no, they had a mirror down there that you
did.
could see, so you saw the reflection. That's what I was.
That's how you.
Okay, I was gonna ask,
there.
who are you? Like, how are you connecting with them? Because we couldn't see it, but that, I mean, A1 steak sauce. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
That was some good
painful.
acting. Unfortunately, Reverend Holt didn't make it. It took Porchia a little bit.
Yeah, this one took forever to realize.
Porchia a little bit to catch on that he was dead. But our girl Cutter shows up in her Sunday best and takes him out via poison. He's done.
Reverend just started a revolution in the sanctuary. His whole sermon was about Khalil, how he just got his spine ripped out, and how they about to go in, how they about to take back the city with full force. He was on some Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
He said shout out to Harriet Tubman, shout out to MLK. Like, he, named the greats of the greats, because he like, we about to start a revolution. We gonna go and get this. And not only that, he ended it with a let the church say amen.
He said,
I just knew that the revolution would not be televised. And next thing I know, he on the ground. You can't tell me you thought he was dead at first.
I gotta do a show with her every week.
Yeah, I love it though.
No, he looked real dead though. When he fell over, he was like, it was like dead. Like it wasn't.
It wasn't until what
I
we
was
started
thinking-
at the vigil that she was like,
Yeah,
wait.
she was like, wait, hold
what?
up.
Hold
No,
up. What did I miss?
no. He passed out to me. That was a pass out. That wasn't a dead. That's why I'm like, no, he ain't dead. And then, Henderson told Jeff like he had a heart attack. Okay, people come back from heart attacks. I ain't thinking too much about that. Mm-hmm. And then Gabby talking about he done did, experiments on the body. I said, what body?
But you didn't see Cutter. But like
He loved it too
Cutter.
much.
Cutter's not about to like mess up again.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But can we just point out the
Cutter
fact
did
that
mess
Cutter
up.
had her Sunday best on with the nose ring? I mean,
yes,
like,
she looked good.
That was.
She strutted up out of that church.
Shout out to
She looked
Mama
like she
Rebecca
just
on
killed
the costuming
somebody.
out there, man. She killed it.
She did that. Holt said a couple of really interesting things. And I mean, the show in general, you guys kind of tackle a lot of issues very
go after
subtly. Not even very subtly. It's pretty plain, but it's like
Yeah, plain as
it
day,
doesn't
all
feel-
up in your face. What's up?
Yeah,
I'm talking
so
about you.
he said we cannot depend on the Democrats or the Republicans.
Amen.
Go on. And then he said we have to take back our culture, communities, and streets. How is it? Was that like something that drew you to the show? Was like how kind of
Okay.
forward they are?
Man,
or
we're going way back. Okay. Well, first of all, what drew me to it was actually the fact that I'm a big geek and a nerd, so I love superheroes. And I mean, obviously, Black Lightning being the first like black superhero show, I think that's something that we say a lot of times, but it holds weight. It definitely holds weight.
It's heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I got nieces and nephews, 6 of them, and so me being able to be on screen playing in a superhero show, it's like my child in me is like loving it, but at the same time, me as an uncle, it's like, yeah, this is something that they can see. I mean,
Yeah.
my little nephew Jameer, he's like, hey, so can you shout out to China for me? And we did a video chat, and of course I'm the best uncle in the world now,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like for the show, that was what drew me to it, being able to be a face that other black kids, young black men and boys can see as well, and also embracing my inner geek and nerd. And then also, we handle serious topics. We go after mainstream events that are going on currently in today's. And we also, what Salim does and Mara, they do a great job of pulling the history of the black culture and applying it as well into modern day. You hear that in the music. I mean, you got Mos Def. Like, a lot of kids nowadays, they don't even know it. Who's that?
don't.
But it's like, oh, okay. And you hear the influence of just the music, of just the culture, and it plays out throughout Freeland. So I think they do a great job blending all of that together.
Yeah, you guys don't just go after, I feel like, the, racism is bad because X, Y, and Z. Like, you guys deep dive. Like, even
Right.
with the whole, the Democrats and Republican thing tonight, I was just like, oh,
I think he threw independence in there too.
Yeah, and independence.
Yeah.
Like, we're really going in there. We're just, and
It reminds me of Kendrick's song off of the Damn album, America. Or it's X, but he's like, ain't no black power when your baby's killed by a coward. So it's like I think they do a great job where they hit the things that are mainstream or things that we commonly seen, but they also hold our community accountable.
Yeah, and then they give us hope because we're seeing this in entertainment. So not only is it going on around you, but no, we're going to be up in your face, in your living room, making you pay attention, entertaining you while giving you something to think about. And I think that says a lot about the creative arts and what we can do
Yes.
and how much power we hold when we make
Yes.
projects that give us a voice.
No, absolutely.
I want to talk about you and Jefferson's relationship on the show because we see you kind of call him over and be like, I want you to take this dude out. And Jefferson, who
You called him Mr. P.
all season 1 was ready to take him out, is now like, no, we have to go with the justice system on this. Where are they? Do you think like Jefferson feels guilty for the position Khalil's in? Like, what is going on there?
Well, I think it's. I feel like there's been growth, obviously. If you go back a few, I think it was maybe 1 or 2 episodes when he had to be calmed down by Gamby. Gamby was the one that had to bring him back.
Picking him up and slamming him on the ground.
Yeah,
Do him like that.
But I mean, like, that's a surrogate dad, you know. So I mean, growing up in my home, I getting caught hands as well, you know. I think any of us can say that.
Amen.
But I think it's him coming to that realization of the man that he wants to be. And to your point about me with him, he was my father figure. He was the one that I grew up with because my father was incarcerated when I was younger, and so Khalil's character. Khalil's character. And so when I come back around, I'm seeing the man that I held at such a high level. I'm seeing the man I idolized, you know, the one that I wanted to follow after. And so that scene was also me having gone through experience, though. Now, I was no longer the high school kid that was a track star and was going through the road was just paved. No, now we throw in choices that I made and the consequences of those choices, and I have nobody else to blame except myself. And sadly enough, it was too late. However, it wasn't too late for me to come back to my senses and to be the man that my mama raised me to be. Khalil. Speaking about
Khalil. We're talking about Khalil.
Yeah.
Portia, you okay, girl?
Yes.
I just you're making me sad.
Because, like, no, he just took us through this whole memory lane. Now I'm not even thinking about, you know, yes, I'm thinking about the conversation that he had with Jeff and letting him know how much he looked up to him and how important he was in his life. But I'm thinking about that time when Jeff pulled him to the side like, hey, you trying to take my daughter virginity? Like, you got me messed up. Shanked him up in the hallway like, who you think you is? You know what I'm saying? Like, every single time he caught them being out of line. And then his the first person Khalil sees when he comes back after he get new legs and dreads is Jeff. That's the first person he see, the first person to recognize that, oh, this is Khalil. So it's just like, it's real emotional for me right now. Because I can't believe.
Well, I mean, it was a very emotional, it's such a rich character.
You know?
It's such a great character.
Because it's like, Jeff, he can't hate him on so many reasons. First and foremost, you're his student, and then you're somebody he looked after since I don't know how long, a little boy. We don't know what age group the high school started at, because you know some of them started, some people do K through 12, but anyway, we don't know like how he's definitely played a big, you know, father figure in the community to so many people. But then we got all of these aspects. Not only are you a father figure, not only are you the principal, not only are you somebody that you could look up to as a man, but you're my daughter's boyfriend, somebody that she loves with all of her heart. So now it hurts even more because now I got to see my daughter sad, you know?
And the other thing to that, though, is before I was Jen's boyfriend, me and her, we were best friends.
Yeah.
That was my road dog. As I like to say, like, she was my North Star, you know? So, like, you know, but do
you say all the love and then he gotta go? It's real hard. It's real hard when you lose somebody you love.
This is all the different layers that you add to it. That's great for it.
It hurt again.
It did. It hurt. It did. It was beautiful, that episode. Like when we man, we all cried.
I was gonna say, what was it like when you guys?
It was hard, man. It was hard. It was a definite emotional episode. That, I mean, just remembering not even just the cast, but also the crew. I mean, everybody that I had the pleasure to work with out there. I mean, it's such a great the family that you build up in there, and then the level of respect that you have for the different. Departments that all make this thing come together. I mean, make all this stuff come together. There's so many talented people.
How far in advance did you know you were going to die?
It's funny. When I was reading about us going on the run, and the whole Romeo and Juliet storyline.
Oh, gee. That's
which
what Drew said last week.
What? Yeah.
That's what Drew said last week. She said she knew you was gonna die because of the conversation y'all had in the trailer.
Yeah.
Or the train.
I felt like I kind of saw it coming, kind of in the sense of me playing. If I'm playing him so evil, or if I'm going down that path, we got to commit to that then. And if we're going to commit to that, then we have to make it extremely hard for me to come back.
Yeah.
You know? And so, I mean, like, I caught bodies on the show, too, with the one guy that came over to... I mean, it's like, how do you come back to that? Or come back from that, you know?
Yeah.
So...
It was a stretch.
I think I
It's
said
definitely-
It was a stretch, but we had faith that it could work. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You
And
got,
we saw
you
how
got
they
the
redeemed
Pearsons.
them.
You got the Pearsons on your side. Like, you know, they can make some stuff shake. They can make some stuff happen. They can take care of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I think hats off to the writing. I mean, the writing squad. Like, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Jamon Brown. He did this. Him and Jan Nash. They did the episode last week. And funny enough, that episode was supposed to be the one that would end the halfway point for the show. But I thought it worked out perfectly because we just get back into it. But I mean, like, the writing that he did, very romantic. It really allowed me to show, not just it allowed me to show, and it allowed me and China to be able to depict what love actually looks like. Something that's been forgotten, and it's not about. It's not about the physicality of it.
Yeah.
That love that was that blossomed had to do with the seed that was planted from a friendship, years and years and years of like labor and hardship, getting on each other's nerves and everything. So that was great to see that dynamic when you see the bud of what that flower was, which was, okay, this is what the love looks like, you know, between the two of them.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
it kind of seems like we're getting Jin's, I don't want to say her origin story, but I think we're starting to see her motivation to start using her powers because of Khalil's death. And we
I
said
said
that
this
last season.
Exactly.
I said this last
We sure
season
did.
when we first saw that little spark of her having powers. I'm like, Khalil is going to be the reason why her powers are activated fully, because Jen is run by emotion. Like everything that she does with her powers is from an emotional standpoint, whether she's feeling angry, you know, happy, sad, compassionate about something, that's when like everything just starts sparking for her. And her channeling her emotions gives her that power to be able to control them. But now she has this emotion of grief. Like now it's like, I'm going all out. Whatever I got to do.
I don't
And
see
she's
it.
extremely powerful. Her character is like,
Man.
She's the most powerful out of the three of
The
them.
The most
in
powerful
comics.
out of everybody in Freeland. The metas, all them. The 30 that happened before, all that, the pod that we put together.
right.
She'll take out a whole nation, okay? Ain't no
a
villain
nation
army.
now. A nation. Speaking of a nation,
whole
Markovia got. I'm not sure if you guys know the whole story, but Markovia, that's a pretty big deal in the whole DC world. So
It
some
did get
other
dropped.
stuff,
It
other
did
stuff
get
that you
dropped.
guys coming out. It's
Okay.
gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy.
It
Put
is.
like that.
It's already crazy.
Oh, it is.
I don't
It
know
is.
if we're going to be able to handle
I don't
more
know.
crazy.
I don't know.
I do love that Jen kind of. This is another instance where y'all really are staying reverent with like what's going on, or relevant with what's going on, because Jen blows up this white lady's car.
Because she called on her. She literally
She's-
lied. With all of the lies she can come up with. I saw her breaking into my car. And my thing is, I feel like if it was just a regular white girl sitting there crying on the car, she would have knew that she was crying. Hi, how are you? What's going on? But she literally was like, I saw her break into my car. Yeah, she African American. Excuse me. Oh, so that's what we doing.
She
We
also
lying.
said she was 5'6", and I just don't. I've met China, and she is not. She is a very
I'm gonna
small.
drink on that one.
She's a very small person. So
That was a lot.
I just thought it was funny, especially because
She deserved it.
Obviously, we've seen it a bunch in the news the past like 6. Well, I mean, for forever, but especially in the,
Barbecues.
barbecue Becky. We saw. I don't know what I wouldn't want to name this one.
She
She said
her car got barbecued.
She said her car was new.
So she's
and
still
I
barbecue
said,
Becky.
Where?
Talk about where?
I said that's
No,
in
she said she had a
2000.
new purse in her car.
But she also said her car was like new.
She did.
And I
say
want to be
that.
like,
but then
to
she
you,
corrected it, kind of like,
It's
but
new
not really.
to you,
Yeah.
but it's not new.
Yeah, either way it go, all that was uncalled for. She ain't even have to do baby girl like that. Like, let her drop her tears and keep it pushing so she can be out your way.
Well, Jen's powers get out of control. Jeff pulls up. They hide, and
Perina just pop up.
Perina,
Just
she
shows
came
up.
through.
I love
Erica,
her.
Come on, Erica. Showing
This
up on
is like,
time.
what Perina does is like what we wish would happen in the black community when it comes to children facing trauma and their parents not knowing what to do. We wish that they would just allow, a third party in, be it a therapist or
she is kind of like Jen's therapist.
Yeah, like a therapist or some type of mentor or something, or someone that could be able to help your child control those emotions and that trauma and everything that they're feeling, so that they could be able to be the child that you want them to be, because parents ain't got all the answers, okay? Like, I'm seeking out therapy now because my parents ain't have all the answers, okay? Like, it's just a lot.
Be like that.
Yep.
Like, so I just, like, that moment really gave me hope, because I'm just like, I wonder how many parents are watching this to know that, okay, whenever my child is acting out in school, whenever my child is, facing these things where they're really angry or they having some issues that they can't talk to me about, let some inside person who they feel comfortable with in, and try to reconcile that, so I can know that my child can come back from whatever it is that they're facing, and not see them as a goner.
If I can, like, to add to that, what it kind of really highlights is community. Going back to
it takes a village.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
And I mean, especially when we look at our community, and like our parents they had the community. So we have that nowadays though? And I would argue
the community is the technology. Phones became community real quick. Yeah, real quick, especially to kids growing up now. Like, when I went home for Christmas, it's just like all the little kids, they do want to be around playing, but they want to be around playing on their gadgets. So it's like they in their phones. Us, when we was kids, wasn't no phones, wasn't no technology. We was in all the grown folks' business, okay? And all the Christmas parties. Stay out of grown folks' business. Go sit over there. We just trying to be all up in your face, trying to do what you doing. We want to play cards because you playing cards. Like, that's how I learned. That's how I became a space champ, okay? Like, just being in grown folks' business. They don't do that these days. They sit over there by themselves and they be in their little gadgets. They be all right. Let me see your phone. That's what they own. You got games on your phone. You got this. You got that. Like,
I definitely agree, though. I definitely think it's a sense of community, and I definitely think it's a little nod to, like, Black people. Let's all go to therapy together. It's not that bad, I swear. It's just like, it's really nice, actually.
Maybe go back to whooping your kids. Maybe, I don't know. Can I say that one?
Listen.
Well, we don't know if they're not whooping them though. We don't know that.
I was saying, my mama was out here in these streets whooping.
My mama was.
We don't know that.
My mama hurt me.
I'm saying, I'm still scared of her. So,
man,
I am a grown woman. While all this is going on, Tobias and the Blue Power Ranger, aka Todd, are out here.
Not the Blue Power Ranger.
I'm just mad.
Not about to play.
How you gonna go from the pause for 1 second? How you gonna go from the best Power Ranger in that movie? He was the best. The Blue Power Ranger was easily the star of that movie. Then you're gonna be Uncle Tom Todd. I'm not a fan of Todd because he's just too willy-nilly. He's just too gun-ho.
Can I let you in on something?
Yes.
I ain't seen the Power Ranger movie.
Can I let you in on something? That does not surprise me at all.
Okay, tit for tat. We even.
Anyway, you should watch it. It's a good movie. But Tobias and Todd, Tobias
maybe
lets everyone know that he knows Dr. Jace. And he actually knows her from 30 years ago, and that she looks the same. And we find out, after Todd breaks her out of jail for the night, that she is the person behind the anti-aging serum. She tested on Tobias. They have a very weird relationship, but
because he mad, but he ain't mad.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Tobias has a lot of knowing in him. He got a lot of knowing, in the same feelings that we have as a community as Black people. He got them same feelings, but he masks them with hate. So he don't really put it out there. But he really feels some type of way about a little white person doing some experimental on Black kids like they some guinea pigs. He ain't feeling that, but he don't know how to really say that because it helped him. He ain't his 30 years plus, and he still look the same, so he good.
He did say
but at the end of the day, he knew she wasn't right. That's why he don't like her like that. But he got to deal with her because he knows she powerful.
Well, she knows where these metas are, and as we see at the end of the episode, it looks like she has taken them there. There's actually another relationship I really want to talk about. Tobias and Cutter.
Oh,
cause y'all felt that.
So we got some QT and questions that need answers for those who don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
What's going on?
QT and A. You know what's up?
I know as much as y'all know now.
Listen, I
stopped getting scripts.
True.
I'm dead.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't mean to take y'all back. My bad.
Yeah. That was steep.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's really like
That was steep.
it's really like sad in here all of a sudden.
We was talking about the relationship.
Yes, Cutter and Tobias. When she first came onto the scene, I think I said like there's something weird. She has scorn woman face. Like when a man just ruins your life. She had that face when she first walked in.
But I mean, she did say that it helped her find her true calling.
Which is killing people.
Yeah, I know.
Slanging fools. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is what happens. I swear I be coming up with some crazy stuff.
Oh, Lord.
But this is what happens when a fool break your heart and leave you in the dirt and the dust. You go around shaking everybody. You get your knives. You just... Look, because I've been through some situations that have made me crazy.
I'm going to move over there. You got a little bit too real.
She is small, but she is mighty.
Okay, look, I ain't never had to shake nobody though, but I have done some crazy stuff. But so I can understand when somebody push you to that limit and then all you know is rage. You know what I'm saying? So she probably done experienced that with Tobias. And you know what? I ain't even gonna hold you up. He don't look like the lovey-dovey type. He look like the type that'll take you through some stuff. Like the ones who are not emotional, like not emotionally available, don't text back, hit you with the, oh, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Light skin.
Like
real
light skin. Wow.
It bees like that.
Man,
You
Marvin.
hold on.
Man, Marvin.
You put the label of all labels on it. You explained exactly what I was talking about.
Can't
so that means
stand
you
it.
be on that
Can't
too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You light skinned though.
Nah.
But anyway,
I don't go
so
by labels. You can't
like I was saying,
No.
so Tobias also look, and this is just look. I ain't even look.
If
I
you know,
just want
you
y'all to
know.
know, I don't personally think this way about light-skinned people. It's a online social media joke, so don't quote Portia Carter saying she don't mess with the light-skins,
You was
okay?
just saying that, like,
Let's
outside,
not-
though, too.
And he's like, okay, back to what I was saying. He looked like he done took her through some stuff, and so she had to go crazy, and that crazy took her into her calling, which is being a cutter. Granted, it's a really messed up calling. But that's what happens when somebody break your heart and you don't know how to come back from it.
I definitely want to dive more into their relationship. I want to see more of it because I'm interested. Because I don't think he'd be a good boyfriend, but I feel like I can understand.
Did you just say for like Tobias's character, you don't think he would be a good boyfriend, but
What's the but?
I feel judgment on this side of the room.
Yeah.
So I can understand. He's very charismatic. Like when we see him talk, in press conferences and stuff, I could see how he could charm someone. There's like, you know what?
I think somebody got crushed.
Listen.
I think somebody
I
got
didn't say
She been
that.
on Tobias though. No, she been. No.
Joel was on Tobias. We missed you,
yeah,
Joel.
that was
Come back to the
Joel.
show. I just
But
said
you co-sign
I
a
just
little
said-
bit.
This is a good-looking cast.
You liking how them suits is fitting on him, huh?
No,
Okay,
she
Marvin.
like when they put him in the ring with Big Mandingo and he
Oh,
won.
yeah.
She like that.
That was
Tobias.
good.
He had his shirt off and everything.
that was a good.
He was
good
sweating,
scene.
You all
little
right
strong
there?
You put
man.
me
You
on
need some
blast
water?
over here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm.
It wasn't like that.
Give her. Who
It wasn't like that. It
Put
wasn't
her
like
out there.
It
We
wasn't
all
like
want to
that.
know. The fans want to know.
I'm not putting her on blast because I'm a child of God.
Look at that.
And
Praise
we-
him.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
And we still have so much to get
In
into
the
in
name
this
of
episode
Jesus.
besides what Portia and I fancy on this show. But it is a very good looking cast.
It's a beautiful.
Very
Congrats.
good-looking
It
cast.
is a CW show, so we're not really surprised by that. I don't think CW has ever casted anyone ugly in their entire existence as a network.
Amen. Come on, no
But-
uglies.
You know.
Todd.
You
Look.
all right.
Look, when I don't like somebody, I think they ugly because they ugly in the inside, so they ugly outside.
But
So
you're
he
judging
ain't really
his character.
ugly. He's
You're
just
judging his character.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So he's ugly in character right now because I just feel like he's super gullible and he's like a puppet, you know? He don't think for himself. He don't want to do nothing on himself. He really letting money run his decisions, run his life. And that's why they say the love of money is the root of all evil, because he's acting real. He's playing a part into the evil that Tobias has going on, but he playing that part only because the money is in his account and it's, flowing every time he do something.
He's a little prideful too, though, I mean, the way he was talking to Cutter the last episode, also how he walked in there with Jace and everything, Dr. Jace.
He said, I already told you I was.
Yeah, he a little prideful, I mean, there's a verse for that too. Pride comes before the fall.
Amen.
A haughty spirit before destruction.
Come on.
We just dropping
Come
quotes.
on, Proverbs.
The same Proverbs. Hey, there it is.
Versus children of God on this show.
Amen. Y'all already know.
So,
I'll take you there.
let's talk about,
Let's do it.
before we go too deep into this black hole that is this show, let's talk about Henderson and Jefferson's relationship, because I love Henderson.
This is cute. This is cute. What happened today?
It's like, it's still very much that, like my grandma says, I love you, but I don't like you right now. That's the Henderson and Jefferson relationship in a nutshell. But
Henderson can't deny Jeff. He told this man, I'm a cop and you a vigilante. He done called this man a vigilante like 6 times.
It's about to be a
since we've
drinking
been
game.
back. Okay. Like he that's all he keeps saying, but it's like, I gotta love you because you low key powerful. You powerful and you my best friend.
It's family. That's what I think it was. It was
family.
It's like
Yeah,
family.
he real deal love him. And sometimes, this is real hard for me to say right now because I'm going through some stuff. But sometimes when you really, really love family and friends and people who like mean something in your heart, like you can actually look past what they do no matter how bad it hurts you. But you gotta set boundaries. I'm preaching real quick to myself, thank you. Okay, but yeah, and so let me tie it back in. I think Henderson is trying to set them boundaries, but Jeff breaking through all them walls. He like, no, you can't do that to me.
Because Jeff is also letting him in though too. There's a little give
and take,
give and take, and also the dynamic of what's going on around them in their community, because they both have a love for the community, So it's like there's understanding that's happening right there. There's understanding.
I'm sorry, y'all. I just went somewhere personally.
No, it's good.
Man,
you are good.
get there.
I did not mean to even think about this on this show tonight, but a lot of stuff just happened within the last couple of days. But anyway, so yeah, like I like what's going on because he letting him in, like no more secrets.
Can I just hit something real quick? I'm sorry.
Hit the table.
That's why I'm so happy about this damn show, because we causing stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, it's always like that with me though.
It's good.
I be having all types of
let him have his moment.
It's good.
Right,
it's good, and that's what good storytelling's supposed to do. It's supposed to cause you to be entertained, but it's a catharsis within the audience to make you think about it and then take it back to your own life. I'm pulling stuff from the show too, so it's good, Mama. Go through it.
I always take this stuff to my real life. Okay.
Go through it.
I done told these people, our audience, they know a lot about me, okay?
Fact, they be knowing too much about
They know
us.
my whole life story.
I really want to get into some fan questions with you, so let's touch on a few more people, and then we'll hop into the fan questions.
Okay.
Lynn, she was on her HBIC tonight. I feel like I'm interested to see where she goes with ASA. I feel like this is going to be a hard hit for her.
She right? Yeah, well, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the death is going to be a hard hit for everyone, but I feel like we're going to see it affect them in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but last time some pod kids or anybody died, she was drinking for a couple of days.
Yeah, but it's somebody she
was
knows.
out of her mind.
Mm-hmm.
And now, not only is it somebody she know, like I said, this is her daughter's boo thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Whew, that's tough.
I'm interested to see how that plays out. I mean, I feel like with Anissa, because we did get to see some Thunder Grace tonight. Well,
she said Thunder Grace.
That's their name.
That was nice.
That's what they're calling them on Twitter. That's what the kids are calling them. Thunder
do it.
Grace. I didn't pick that name. But we got to see our dear friend Chantel on the show tonight, which was great. Love her.
Bringing the
She's
burgers and
amazing.
fries.
Bringing the burgers and fries. I feel like this death is going to cause Anissa to invest more in Grace, because she's not super emotional, I feel like, when it comes to relationships, besides her family. But I feel like
she's not, but in times of grief, Grace is there.
Like, and I think that's what's speaking volumes for her.
Like the first time she the first time she ran to Grace when it
Right.
happened, and now this time
Grace
Grace
came to
just
her.
showing up for her.
Yeah.
So it's different. Like
Yeah.
I love a pull up on you. Like when somebody pull up on me, like, oh, you done pulled up on me,
right.
me. Like I love a pull up on me, and she didn't even just pull up on her. She pulled up on her, like being that comfort in her weak time.
Nah,
you know?
she said, like, look, I'm not gonna say that everything happens for a reason. I'm just gonna say I feel bad for you. And
Yeah.
people take
she done
notes
been
because
through
sometimes
that
that's
stuff.
all you gotta
Yeah,
do. Exactly.
Sometimes
Yeah.
all
You ain't gotta have the answers. You just gotta be there. You know.
Facts.
Yeah.
Writers, we want more Grace, and we want to know what's up with those powers, honey.
Yeah.
It was a
We
little
got-
creepy when I saw the. You know, it's okay. We're not gonna get a knot. We ain't talking about her right now, right? Moving on.
We got questions. Let's wrap it up. We'll wrap the episode up with Khalil and Jen. Jen takes Khalil to her safe
her
space.
safe space. Like I wanted them to stay there.
And they go to prom.
Boy, it was looking kind of nice in that suit, though. I'm just saying. I mean, shoot.
Looking
That
all
white, that powder white.
Let's not get crazy.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you is what it is. She know what I'm talking about. I know you feeling it too. Yeah.
It was all right.
That's my little candidacy for 007. If Idris doesn't get it, go ahead and throw
Okay.
me in there.
What just happened?
James Bond.
James Bond.
He's pitching himself for James Bond.
Um,
That's a movie about a
You
spy.
ain't seen that one either?
Yeah,
Okay, you have.
it's been a long time though. I was young.
Okay.
They're trying to make a
Black one.
Idris.
Idris. He should
James
be.
Bond.
But
He's saying if that don't work out.
I'll step up.
You down
I'll,
for the
I'll
cause?
do it.
Yeah.
I'll
You
do
ready?
it. Yeah, I am ready. Put me in, coach.
I'm tag you in.
Okay, cool. Bet. There it is.
They go to prom. They get to say the I love yous, and then we get literally, in my opinion, and it's my opinion, people. So don't come up getting mad at me.
This is so.
Because last
sad.
week I said that the spine thing was one of the nastiest things I've seen on the CW, and people were like, "Well, you haven't watched the 100." No, I haven't. I'm saying, my opinion, this is one of the saddest deaths I've ever seen.
Oh,
It was so sad.
good.
Yeah.
I did my job.
You sure did. I feel bad for your mama on the show.
Yeah, my mom. I mean,
Nichelle?
my mama in real life called me. Oh my gosh.
I feel like that's hard to watch. Like,
She. Oh, it's funny. I mean, I probably shouldn't say that,
Yeah.
but I'm that type of son where it's like I kind of just like it's funny, right?
Yeah, you should appreciate me.
She didn't. She.
No, she wasn't.
That
not
was
feeling it.
really steep. Like I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. That was really steep. Everything in me just wanted to tell Jen, like, just touch him, electrocute him. Come on, bring him back to life. Come on.
I did wanna see
get
her-
To his, like,
Yeah, I wanted to see her attempt it.
I really wanted her to, do some type of something with her powers. Like she brought Jeff back to life. Like why you can't,
Well, you see, in one of the scenes that we actually did, her and we actually got into a little argument, and then that's also why she was gonna do it, but then she said, "No, I'm not gonna do it. You can die."
Oh.
That was
What?
I'm totally messing with you. You can't.
I was like, no.
Hold on.
You can't be playing with Porchia like that. You can't be
I
playing.
couldn't help it.
I'm like, hold on.
I'm sorry.
It was her. We need her in here now.
We're about to have a gin dar where every week Porchia hated on gin.
No.
No.
Okay. So obviously, that's how the episode ends.
That's how it ends.
You die.
I'm done.
We really tried to grill him. We're like, but did you die? Nah, y'all, he died.
I died.
He's
I ain't
dead.
Got no script.
I was like, no, this
cut
is
me
make
off.
believe. And you know what? I still had faith that Jen was gonna touch him, and then they had to show us the previews at the funeral. You know what?
The body Lauren. Yeah.
She big mad. Big mad.
She mad.
That
What?
was a lot. I'm just glad you're here in the flesh, like in
thank
real
you.
life,
I'm glad
because
you
that
did.
was a lot. That was a lot.
Normally we would do our OMBL moment. You can play the thunder for that real quick. Or the lightning. Thunder makes noise. Lightning is the... Anyway, I went to school. But we're going to do some fan questions real quick so we have enough time.
Let's go.
So, favorite scene with China?
Favorite scene with China. Ooh, I don't know. Dang, we had so many fun scenes. I would probably say maybe this one in the prom. That was a lot of fun. We were very we were locked in that day, so it was really good. That was a fun scene. Probably some of the ones on the roof, obvious. Oh, the one smoking.
Y'all was smoking for real?
No.
Okay.
No, that was paprika.
Okay.
Yeah, terrible. But yeah, we those scenes on the roof, those were fun. Yeah, those always.
So
fun.
what was it like working with China?
Well, I love China. She's great. I mean,
She's
it's
amazing.
like it's fun. Just see, I'm kind of the big kid.
Y'all
out of the
both
two
grew
of
up in
us.
front of the camera.
Yep. I'm kind of the big kid. So we have this little game where it's like when it's one of our coverages, we'll try and make the other person laugh, and we won't break. But it's fun. I wish you guys could see the blooper reels that we have on each other. Man, we have a blast. She's great. She's wonderful.
You should post them.
What? Who do
I
you
gotta get them.
You're right.
like outside of the show? Who do you really like hanging out with from the cast?
It's funny, Marvin. Marvin is great. I mean, me and him, we actually are in the same apartment building. We always are linking up, going through Bible studies, always chilling, holding each other accountable, working out. Yes, I love kicking it with Marvin. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm combing through all of the "Are you single?" questions. Really, people?
Oh, well,
Just ask them.
Just are you single?
well.
He drank some
No.
water, y'all. So, heart.
Am I?
If you listen quietly, you can hear hearts slowly breaking.
When
Am I? Or am
when
I
he
not?
took
I
that
don't know.
gulp,
Was that gulp?
when he took that gulp, it said no,
What was
Oh,
that?
that what it was?
no.
I don't know if that's what it was.
So answer the question for the people.
On to another question.
Okay.
You got another question?
Amen.
Who is someone you'd love to work with in the future?
Oh, okay. I was asked that actually recently. Probably Jake Gyllenhaal would be
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one.
I think he's dope. Tom Hardy, I think is dope. Idris, obviously. Dwayne Johnson. Who else? Who else? I mean, there's a couple. I'm going brain dead right now.
Did you do all your stunts yourself?
I did most of them. It's and I got hurt on a few of them, but yes, I got to give shout out to my guys Nick and Corey, both of my stunt doubles. But yeah, for the most part, they let me do all the fight scenes and the stunts until I fell and then cut my arm up and then also rolled my ankle one time. But hey, perks of the business.
This is a question. I went to college in Atlanta, so I want to know what was your favorite thing to do in Atlanta when you weren't filming?
Favorite thing to do, man. Claremont Lounge, man. Never went.
What?
Never went. No, absolutely not. Probably. Okay, this sounds boring, but running the Beltline. I enjoyed running the Beltline. I wanted to get up. I forget where it was, but the water, whatchamacallit? The rabbits, I forget. It was one of the water things that are around there I wanted to go check out. But I didn't get to. Top Golf. I love Top Golf.
Top Golf in Atlanta is fun.
I would say you could always go back, but you're dead on the. I mean, I guess you could go back
get
on your
another
own
show,
time.
Another show. I mean,
That's true. Atlanta is where everyone's
we got
filming things
a
now.
lot of work out there.
A lot of work out there. Let me see. Are you interested in producing or directing content?
Oh,
I know you
yeah.
were telling us a little bit before the show.
Absolutely. I went to school for screenwriting or for
You got a production degree, right?
production. Yeah, so I majored in production, minored in screenwriting, and I mean I was been working on my a graphic novel that I've been developing that I started off telling my niece and nephew bedtime story, and then I just blew up into creating a whole world and
That's so
lore and
amazing.
everything.
When you put that up?
I want to put that out this year. I'm getting the first issue colored up, so I want to have that. I want to have something to give to the audience before, so it's not necessarily me getting funding to actually get it done. It's more so funding to get the second one done. So, yeah, I have about 4 scripts that are written with that already. I have the first issue of it being colored right now, and then I just finished writing another pilot that I want to sell. So we'll see wherever God leads. You know, I'm just lifting up the sails.
Yes. Well, last question before we head into predictions. Obviously, this is a DC show, but we did get the trailer for Marvel's Infinity Wars, or not Infinity Wars, Endgame, Avengers Endgame, not too long ago.
Oh, of course.
Who from Infinity Wars was the hardest to watch?
Die?
Like, disintegrate, yeah.
Damn.
For you.
The hardest for me to watch. I would probably say Drax. Drax was hard because he's so funny. Or Groot. But also, you know, Peter Parker, you said. R.I.P. to the king, T'Challa. I mean, yeah. I think that's pretty much.
Those were good ones.
Oh, but you know what? No, who was that didn't disintegrate? Gamora. Her, I mean,
That was
for
rough.
me was like that right there was such a well-written piece. My only thing would have been if they could have, and I probably would have been overkill. But for when Thanos looks back as he's grabbing her by the arm, as he looks back, if he were to look back and just seen the baby, the young Gamora, you know,
that would've
if that
hurt.
would have like to really like for that, it's like for me, I was like, oh, this dude Thanos.
He don't care.
No, he cares, but it's like he really dealing with some stuff like that. For
Really
me,
a fan.
I really am.
Yes, he's real deal comic book fan, people.
Look, like this is how I talk about Black Lightning.
Yeah, it is.
We're here.
We're here. We're in this. Let's hop into predictions before we have to get up out of here. They kick us out of here.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Jen is gonna be the one to kill Tobias. That's my prediction. Cause I know that what's his face. I just lost his name.
Marvin or
No.
Jeff.
Yes. Jeff wants to do it.
The lead of the show.
I'm sorry,
The
y'all.
show is
I
named
had
after.
I had a brain
Black
fart.
Lightning.
I had a brain fart. Stop, don't do me. Look, you know what? Okay. So I know that Jeff was telling Khalil, like, no, I ain't gonna do it, and I think what happened was he was kind of like tainted in his mind about it from everybody else around him, telling him to be calm, let the system get him and all this other stuff. But because he's not gonna do it, Jen gonna handle what she gotta do. Maybe not next episode and maybe not this season, but I think Jen gonna be the one to take Tobias out.
I think either next episode or the episode after, because I think Jen, like you said, is going to be really adamant on going after Tobias. I think Gamby's going to give her a suit because he's going to be like...
He needs to. Come on,
He's going
suit
to be
up.
like, I don't want you to go after him, but if you're going to go, you're going to need this. Because we have seen the pictures, so we do know she's suiting up.
She's suiting up.
And she
the
looks
suit
good.
is dope, right?
I think it might be my favorite suit out of the three.
It is my favorite. I'll say it. It's my favorite.
So, that's my prediction. You can't give us a prediction, can you?
Why can't
I mean, I guess you can because
I
you
can.
don't. You did. So,
Yeah.
predict.
I
Oh
think...
my gosh.
You okay?
She's
You
getting
gonna
savage.
be all right.
predict your resurrection?
I think... Sure. I think Gamby is going to
Okay.
come back. I think Gamby is he's going to come out as
He gonna suit
White
up?
Lightning.
You know what?
How y'all feel about that?
That's not no ebony and ivory.
That's
Jordan.
the White Lightning.
White
Not
Lightning.
Gamby. It's going to become the Gamby show, too. Watch.
Good and night. Okay. Good
And
night.
night. Well, y'all,
Good night.
the tomfoolery.
Y'all don't like my predictions? What's wrong with my predictions?
Y'all, that's why they don't let us get into big groups like this because we don't know how to act.
I do.
But until next
Act
time, thank you so much for coming in. You're
He's worse
welcome
than me.
to
Thank
come
y'all
hang
so
out
much.
with
He's worse
hang out with
than
us,
me.
whatever.
About time.
Where can they find you on the internet?
On the internet, Jordan Calloway 1, and then Jordan Calloway _6. One of them goes to Instagram
All right.
and Twitter. I'm terrible on it, so
Well, hopefully you guys can find him.
that's what it is. Jake _Calloway.
Calloway.
Which one?
6.
6. That's it.
Instagram.
All right, well that's it.
There it is. Stop it.
I'm your girl Drew Jones. You guys can follow me on all the things at OK Drew J. I'll be on The Flash tomorrow night, so
Do your
tune
job.
in. Portia, get us up out of here. Tell them where they can find you.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media at Portia Carter. We out.
Bye, y'all.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.